Now that we have both our warm and cool color papers all colored in, pick one of them and we're going to fold them in half. When you fold it in half, you're going to get a really long rectangle. Then we're going to take a pencil and make lines that are going all the way to the folded part. Notice that the line isn't touching the part that isn't folded. We don't want to cut this into strips. We just want to make cuts into our paper without it falling apart. So make sure that it doesn't go all the way to the unfolded part. Then we're going to carefully cut along these lines. Remember, we don't want to cut all the way across because we want this all to stay in one piece. Now you can see when we open it up, we have all these little slots for when we want to start weaving. It's all still in one piece. This is what you want it to look like. Now with the other piece of paper, we're going to cut it into long strips. So we're going to flip it over and we're going to make long strip lines across our paper. Now you can use a ruler to make these lines look a lot more neat than what I did. I just did mine super quickly. And we're going to carefully cut along these lines to make a bunch of strips of paper. Now we have all of our strips of paper, and we have our background here that we're going to weave the strips of paper in. So we're going to start on one side, and I'm going to start under, then over, under, over, under, over, and under. Then I'm going to make sure I push it up as high as I can. For the next strip of paper, I want to do the opposite. So I started under last time, so I know I want to start over, under, over, under, over, under, and finishing out over. Again, pushing it up as high as I can go. We want all these strips of paper to fit in here. Doing the opposite, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. And pushing it up as much as I can. Over, under, over, under, over, under, and finishing out over, pushing it up as much as I can. Under, over, under. And now that we're getting towards the end, it's going to get a little more difficult. Over. Under. Over. Now, if yours is getting really, really difficult, you can take your pair of scissors and just make those cuts there a little bit longer so then your strip can fit. Remember, we just don't want it to come apart. Now that I have all my pieces on here, I can't fit any more, so I'm not going to put that last strip in. We're going to take some glue and glue any of the flaps that we can see. Just a little dot of glue. That way, these are going to stay put for forever. So I'm getting all of the flaps that I can see on the front. Then I'll flip over and get all the flips that I can see on the back.